Okay, now since I'm now recording, all right, let me do this just for a second. Yes, okay. Nope. There it is. Okay. So you're going to have, I'm just going to run over this again so that it's in the video. Okay, so you're going to have 4 elements in this project. The A3 poster must be A3 sized, okay? It can be horizontal, it can be vertical. It can be horizontal is also called landscape, vertical is also called portrait. The second thing is an Instagram variation that includes the same elements as the poster. Okay, statement of the big idea behind the poster, that is on a single sheet of paper, and the instructions farther down are telling you that that will also be on that with your name. And then number 4, an audience persona profile based on the supplied template. And I've supplied that template, and I will give you a chance to test that out. And remembering that this one's meant to be pretty simple. You are the audience for this project. You, not me, you are the audience for this project. So if I ask you a question in a discussion board, you should be able to respond to that question, and you should be able to respond to that question and then say why you do like or don't like something. All right, design, creativity, things like that really are a matter of having answers, not correct answers. It's being able to argue your point of view. It's being able to say, you have to be able to tell me why. And I have to be able to accept that why. So it needs to be well thought out. So what I like to say is there are not correct answers. There are only well thought out answers. Okay. So then in the poster will be, I say it should be finalized. Okay. Should is the key word there. I'll make it italic. Should is not must. Okay. But it must be saved as a PDF. Okay, that will allow it to be easily read by me, by the computer, by anything. And be sure you've got your letters right on your file type. You're going to be zipping them together, but it should be saved as a PDF. Poster, I've said it, will be A3 sized portrait, vertical, landscape, horizontal orientation. Oh, all right, 4, all right, need another there. Okay, and saved as PDF. Poster will include the following elements: basic photographic image, destination name can be in the logo, destination logo. That logo must be the correct color. So there is a correct color to every logo that's been professionally made. And then there's allowed variations and things like that. I mean, if you think of what I call the Etihad logo, the National Day logo with the 7 sheikhs and the flag, you would not turn their bish to pink, would you? Okay. Nobody's even thought of doing that. See, so that is because the colors are right. Okay, there you go. Thank you. So just think of it in that way. As you would culturally only do certain things and you instinctively know what's right, logos are built that way, to be done in one color. The Dubai one does have variations. The 2 I specifically know are the Baskin-Robbins color and the desert color that I call it. Okay, I have seen the blue, the variation on blue, sort of, it's like a blue-gray kind of color. But to be honest, I saw it in Ras Al Khaimah and it was being used illegally on a furniture store. If you guys have ever, on the main road, if you've ever seen the Dubai furniture store in Ras Al Khaimah, that's actually not a legal use of that logo. And probably not even the name. But, okay, so must be correct color, must be organized in the correct way. So you do not take the Abu Dhabi logo, where it says, so this is the line that says Abu Dhabi, and you do not put the Dow over it in the middle. The way it's done is, okay, I'm looking at it, so maybe I should do it this way. You're looking at it. So here's the Dow. You put the text here and the Dow here, and it sits about a third of the way up on the Dow. This stuff is very systematic, and even with that one, it is possible to download the guide. I actually have the guide for the National Day logo, and so it tells how it was made and the whole thing. So I'm a little obsessed with logos. So I feel okay. So then you have the destination slogan. That's the one created by the destination organization. Okay, so by destination, I'm meaning it in the big sense and the small sense. So it could be Abu Dhabi. A place like the Louvre has its own. A place like JBR might not have it. I think different places, different destinations on Saadiyat do and don't have logos. If you are doing a desert, like the example I'm going to show you, they are not going to have their own logo, but it's a desert in Abu Dhabi, so you use Abu Dhabi. Not even Liwa. Liwa, there's a logo for the hill climb, the Moreb Dune, but I don't think Liwa has its own logo. It might, okay? And I don't know if it has a slogan. Actually, even for Dubai, the slogan may be hard to come by, but then we can discuss creating one because I want you to have one. Actually, the Abu Dhabi logo was first, a proper established logo was first, and actually the National Day logo came out of the Abu Dhabi brand office. It was made by an office that is virtually all women. I know a couple of them, and it has now been absorbed into the General Secretariat of the Executive Council. But so even that logo came out of there. Abu Dhabi had its own logo before anybody else, before Dubai. Then Dubai, they sort of had one. It really wasn't a logo in any classic sense, but then it followed, and this is all within the last 10 years. And then hopefully you all voted for one of the three for the UAE logo, and I love the UAE logo. Honestly, I voted for it 3 times at Yasmal. I remember it distinctively, okay? And it is a beautiful logo. And even the Make It Happen, it's a little generic, but it's not a bad slogan, okay? Thanks, Fatma, so I don't have to feel guilty, because I love the slices, the 7 Emirates, the whole thing. Okay, but it does have a slogan with it. So maybe what we can do, since that slogan exists, and if sorry, just a second. It's a cat or a bird or a delivery guy, I don't know. Okay, maybe what we'll do is for Dubai, we'll just use Make It Happen from the UAE logo. So let's do that. Okay, so for Dubai, we'll use the Make It Happen logo. All right. Yeah, so I mean, like Expo has a logo, everything almost has a logo. I'm not sure if La Mer has a logo. I'm not sure that different places. Okay. Al Narai probably has one, different things like that. So then, so then you're gonna have 3 appropriate hashtags, and then you're gonna have 1 actual Instagram account handle. All right, and I would prefer it be the account handle of the destination or the place you're advertising. And there are official ones that exist. And then G is your poster slogan. And that's what I'm going to mostly talk about in this little short thing is the poster slogan. And I'm going to show you some examples. Okay. Poster slogan, a single statement, a creative statement that connects the visuals in your poster to the audience. Okay. A picture is worth 1,000 words, right? But you have to tell people what are the most important 5 words, the most important 10 words. The beauty of a picture is that it can tell many stories. But as a communicator, as an advertiser, you want people to get that single message. So I could, show you a cool picture of the Louvre, and all you could think of, man, that's a great roof. I wonder what that is. So I need you to connect you to what goes on there. And obviously the logo of the Louvre would tell you that, but also more importantly than that, if you remember the one example with the lifeguard, art museum and a lifeguard, the only art museum I know of that has a lifeguard. So our lifeguard is waiting for you. So is waiting to say hello. So it needs to be creative in that way. It needs to be an interesting statement, okay? So it explains the most important words you can take out of that picture. It also enables you to use a picture that is not perfect, okay? I hope you guys understand that. So I have given you some judgments on your photos, and I have said to you the ones I like mostly photographically. I've also tried to tell you which ones I think you can crop cut and there's potential in. All right, but you need to have this slogan so that to make it work. And the slogan, your poster slogan, comes out of your big idea, which is a separate thing you have to have here. So even here, we go down to the big idea. This is the concept behind the poster. This is conceptual. It's not, we're going to sell this many things. It's going to do that many. This is what's this poster about? This poster is about how interesting it is to go to, so let's go back to my the lifeguard poster that you've seen. So the big idea behind that poster is that the Louvre is a totally unique experience as an art museum, which it is, which is what makes it so awesome, okay? But the big idea is that it's a totally unique experience. So the way that's expressed is with a lifeguard. So that is something that for people that go, whoa, that's totally unique. Okay, so they'd be getting that message. Yeah, it's more than an image and words. It is an idea that connects. So every element you use needs to connect that. You're connecting Louvre, unique, and the audience. The audience in this case is you. So that the big idea is that thing that when I go to that poster, I've read the big idea and it's like, oh, okay. And it might explain things that I wouldn't otherwise understand. Okay. It's a very simple statement that would be written on a simple document along with your name. Okay. So that's the big idea. Then, okay. All right. So that's the idea of the poster slogan. The poster will follow the basic rules of design, including color composition and typography. Those are in the YouTube videos. They are there for you to view. I want you to view them. I suppose I should see if anybody has, because I can see that. I can at least see numbers. So all your questions on color composition, typography are on the YouTube, and then you can do it at your own pace and find what you want, okay? Photo taken by you, someone in your family or friend, no internet downloads. Some people have found out, and if you've downloaded something from the internet, it won't, only rarely will it ever, okay, be big enough for this project, for an A3. An A3 size of paper is a big size of paper. covers my whole head, probably looks like 2 of my head. All right, A3 is big. Things on the internet don't need to be big. Things that have been posted onto Instagram. Instagram makes it small. Just look at on your phone if you have it, if you save your Instagram post, if you've posted on Instagram, you have the original picture on your phone, and then you have the Instagram post, and it's like, wow, it's so much smaller. That's the only way Instagram works, is by compressing the picture. So an Instagram picture is not going to work. You need the original. And your phone does capture big enough images. It's kind of late in the game for this, but all right. So then, and I will give this to you today, the fake Instagram maker. I just need to, okay. So to be made using appropriate fake Instagram post generator, composition needs to be adjusted according to the platform. You do different things in a poster. You put different parts in different places on a poster and in Instagram. Elements need to be placed according to the platform. This needs to look exactly as it will in an Instagram post. All right, so I don't want to keep talking all day, so I am going to right now, I'll finish this after I'm done talking, and then I'll post it for you on the WhatsApp group, and then I'll also post it here, and I will also repost it inside Blackboard, because this one's going to be far more detailed than the current one, because I'm also going to have your file names and all that. But let's switch what we're sharing. Okay. And now I'm really curious if this is going to work. There we go. Let me try this. Okay, so you're just seeing that. If all right, you can't see that whole picture, can you? Sorry, I need to see my chat window. No, okay, all right, thanks. You can, yeah, you just see the Finder window. All right, thank you. Yes, you can see that whole picture. It's huge. Okay, all right, thanks. All right, that's enough for me. So let me go back. I'm going to share again, and I'll just share the whole desktop. Okay, because it's going to fill the desktop. All right, so I'll move this, do my thing. And I will put the chat here just so I can see. Okay, so I'm just going to run through this in a not specifically organized way, because some of these are nicely named and some of them are not, which is why I'm going to have you nicely name things, because it helps organize. So this is a campaign, all right? And you heard Dodger bark, but this is actually a really mundane photo. And if you look around in the photo, you see this French fry underneath the couch. In fact, that French fry is photoshopped in there. It's not perfect Photoshop, but I have enough experience to know. But that's just like, who cares, right? It's not until you come to this side and it's really pretty small, okay? And we find out this is for, so they're showing you the package because they're selling in stores and they want you to recognize the package. Beef jerky premium, See, it's even so small. Okay. It's premium beef jerky treats, and then you can see the treats, and then there's the dog. People are doing a lot more packaging these days for animal food that looks like human food and is very cool. Okay, yeah, exactly. But but the question would be, even Fatma, is why would there be a French fry under the furniture? Okay, so you've got the package, then you see the dog. The fact that it's called treats basically says it's not for humans. It's for dogs or cats or something, okay? But here's the key phrase, okay? That may in fact just be their corporate slogan, but in this case it serves as a poster slogan: the taste dogs prefer, okay? If you know dogs, dogs are always scouring for any food that falls off the table or anything else. My dog in particular, okay? So then it becomes funny. Then we understand. It's not a furniture poster. It's about that French fry under there. And the fact that it's been left there is because this dog is getting beef jerky treats. Okay, so the beef jerky treats are the taste dogs prefer. Okay, so let's do the next one. Okay. Oh, it's a piece of pizza. That's what it is. I didn't know what it was before. Okay. So here you have all this color, and then this is a different color, so we see it. And the fact that it's left there and that there's a dog, that just wouldn't happen. Okay, the dog would consume it. But the taste dogs prefer is, oh, these are chicken jerky treats. So this is a slightly different ad. That's why they're lighter colored. Okay. I still don't know what that second word is, but even that's some nice design. Okay. So the pizza gets left. So I would, if somebody showed me this picture for this project, I'd say, why? That's not an exciting picture, but it works for the advertisement when we know what it's about. And the way we know what it's about is what's written on it. Okay. So I guess it doesn't even matter. It looks like it's a piece of cake that's been left under the table. Because otherwise, as Fatma said, this could be a furniture ad that's just not well photographed. It's not horribly photographed, but yeah, see, that's even, it fits Photoshop. And this is, sorry, haram pork jerky treats. Okay, so the taste dogs prefer. That's the key. It's still sitting there because they've had their jerky treats. Okay, so here, it's a similar one. It's kind of messy. There were people who denigrated this. This is from Europe. Okay, so if you just saw it, you know, you would say that's somebody messy in their car. Exactly. You wouldn't say that's a great photograph. You just wouldn't. But the whole point is, welcome to the impatient. So this is pushing in Europe the drive-through at the Burger King. So Burger King drive-through, which is the logo combined with sort of an additional add-on for the drive-through. But that's why there's a mess, because the person got the food, they couldn't wait till they got home, and it's a big messy Burger King burger, so it made a mess. Okay, left them, you know, the person left a mark on their steering wheel. Welcome to the impatient. It's a little gross, but I'm not sure it's a great ad. But the point is for this lecture is that welcome to the impatient, and the drive-through symbol tells you what this is about. Okay, French fries in the seat. I know that we all know what this is about, even though it's kind of gross, because we've eaten in the car. We've gone through the drive-through. Okay, this one's the most gross. So, dude, get a napkin, etc. But that's the point of it. This one, okay, little confusing, really confusing. Okay, anybody, you can see down there, but when I first look at the picture, it's a pretty good picture of the kid. I actually wish it was tilted down more and his eyes were on the third line, but then his face is scratched up. Okay, let me find its pair. Okay, what's interesting is this must come from Ireland or something. Where else would you see, or somewhere, both children in the ad are gingers, have auburn hair. Okay, and this one, can anybody guess what this is about? Kid shaving? No. Exactly, Fatma. I agree. I thought that's what I thought. I saw the girl first, and I've seen enough abuse ads that I thought it was about abuse. But then when I saw the shaver, ask your daddy to shave, Good Max. Ask your, so do any of your dad, I realize they have, most of your dads have full grown beards that are probably soft by now, but have you ever been kissed on the cheek or something by your father or whatever when their beard is just growing, right? And it hurts. Okay, and it's kind of a hip style amongst white people, Western people, are sort of half beards that are super rough. So the idea is it was not bullying, which I think is a problem with this. But without those words, we would have no idea. Ask your daddy to shave. That's what it's about, so that you don't get scratched on the face. Okay, so ask your daddy to shave. So that all of a sudden gives this photo meaning. Very simple photos, a little strange that they're both auburn, but these are international ads. All right, so let's see. No, we're not doing that one. Let's see. Okay, this one's fun, and I know you don't read Spanish. Okay, and this, let me make sure. Yeah. So this one is actually driven by the word. So this is from South America. Okay. It's for a Galaxy 21 Ultra. And it's for Movistar, which Movistar is actually Mobi as in mobile, but it also sounds like Movistar. So that's a mobile company that is selling these phones. Now, if you look at these photographs in the background of the finger, they're actually super high quality photographs. They may even be famous photographs, but they're definitely South American. And then you've got the finger on it. So it says una cámara profesional. So that's a professional camera used by amateurs. So that's why the finger. So it's telling you indirectly that the beautiful photograph behind, okay, is because of the quality of the camera in the phone, and the finger in front is because it's being used by an amateur. So the picture quality is completely professional possible for these gauchos. And then Bienvenido el nuevo Samsung a Movistar, and that's welcome the new Samsung at Movistar, at Etisalat. So that's the equivalent. So it's kind of funny that way, but otherwise you're like, why would they do finger pictures? And the fact is, it's selling the object. So this one, okay. This one's interesting. Anybody know what this is? Okay, this is the Christ the Redeemer statue from Rio de Janeiro. It is a very famous, okay, it's on the top of Corcovado. You take this really cool train up there. I've been there. It sort of stands and looks over all of Rio. If you watch the Olympics or the World Cup, you saw it a million times. It actually symbolizes Rio. So, and generally his hands aren't out. His hands are like he's on the cross. So it forms the cross. So it's Christ the Redeemer. This is way the heck in the air. So it's Brazilian. So it's Brazilian steakhouse. But then it's the words, please keep your distance. So it's telling you it's for a steakhouse and please keep your distance. So there's an image which would be a little off-putting or odd. You'd go, okay, that's Christ the Redeemer, but it's not exactly right. Okay. Then I've got, trying to think if it's here. Well, we'll come by it. Okay. All right, let's see this one. No, those are ones I just like. Okay, this one might speak for itself a little bit, but without hear women's voices, we wouldn't really know. So this is one of those abuse ads. So it's not just a beautiful picture of a window. You see the products in the window spelling out the word help. I actually really like this because when I travel, I love to take pictures of windows because there's beautiful windows all over the world. And if I saw this, it'd be like, yikes, whoa. But here it's all very simple. And it's the poster slogan that tells us what it means. No, okay. This one's interesting, okay? So it says it's a Jeep. It's pictures of cars. And so the point would be, okay, so sorry, it says my connection's unstable right this minute. Okay, so I know this is probably lagging. So the Jeep slogan is chasing freedom for 80 years, but it's like the stars, why do I care? And then it says onboard navigation system since 1941. Now, this is very specific to people who would love a Jeep and love the great outdoors and all those things. It took me a while even to figure it out, but it's the idea, okay, Jeep's history were first made in 1941, World War II, okay? But it's the idea that they've always taken you out, you can see the stars, and stars are the oldest form of navigation for human beings. So since it was built, they're saying they've had onboard navigation systems. The stars, you can see the stars in the sky. So just a photo, once again, pretty mundane photo, doesn't communicate more than what that's saying. So Jeep onboard navigation. So it's saying you don't have to have the tech. You can find your way by the stars because you're in the middle of nowhere and potentially you won't even have a connection to, let's see this. Okay, this is an interesting one. I think you guys, this is nonviolence.com, okay? So it takes a picture that could be a lot of things. And essentially, this is Palestine, and this is messages about nonviolence, okay? And then it takes, if you watch a lot of the news, you might know what this is, and there's smoke in different places. But at first you're drawn to the bright lights and they look kind of like fireworks. And then it's like, no, there's no football final here. And then actually that even makes you read the rest of it. During the conflict between Israel and Hamas, the only fireworks that people will know are the 428 missiles that fall in their territory daily. Okay, so that's screaming out for nonviolence. In the same sense, this one was the first one in the sequence, and it definitely looks a lot more like fireworks, and says, no, this is not a New Year's Eve celebration. And then it's got a different fact on it. During the conflict between Israel and Hamas, at least 207 people have lost their lives, most of them civilian victims. War can destroy any illusion, so it's the idea that you might think it's one thing. And this one is probably the strongest in that regard, that you think one thing. But it is the poster slogan that is telling us exactly what this is. So there's nothing happy going on here. No, this is not a new shopping mall inauguration. Okay, and then, no, this is not a concert. So that one's very, because it looks like it might be coming from a stadium or something. 3,000 missiles have been launched at the innocent population. Okay, so these are photojournalism pictures, photos in the moment that someone might assume is something else. As a person who's flown over the US on July 4th and seen fireworks, it really is what they look like. So obviously it looks like something else, and there's no joy here. And it's using the poster to promote nonviolence. But if it was just the poster and it just said nonviolence, you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get the big idea. You wouldn't get what it's about. Even the photograph, you'd just be left wondering. Nonviolence. Oh, this must be a bad thing. No, this closes the loop and tells us what we need to know. Okay, let's just put that back. Wait, where'd it go? So, okay. No, we'll skip that one. No. Nope. Okay, this one's pretty cool. Okay, so this one, if you just look at it, it's like, wow, that guy's using his phone to take pictures of giraffes. Okay, and you're kind of looking, but why is it black? And then, oh, it says Sony. Oh, it says Sony, as real as it gets. So that tells you that he's taking a picture of a TV. Yep, all right. And while you could probably discover that, this poster slogan gets the job done and closes the loop. Because this is a quality sort of production in terms of having the guy. He's got sun on him, which really doesn't relate to looking at a TV. Number two, it's a massive TV. So it throws you off a bit, but it's showing you how great the resolution is, how perfect it is. So there's that one. Okay, so she didn't even have to go to Paris to shoot selfies. So there they kind of show it like it's on a wall, as real as it gets. So she's waving because she's in the middle of the Seine on just off from the Eiffel Tower. And then it's like, look, you can go into space. So this kid is not shooting selfies, but the dad and kid are looking at space, and they're really just looking at a TV, as real as it gets. Okay, so this one's pretty interesting. This one's from South Africa. Okay, if you took the little bone out from the bottom, you'd probably see the little puppy here, right? And you go, oh, that's cute. All right, but then it's here, closes the loop. Everything's telling you to adopt a dog. So it's basically implying that basically implying that that's the universe. That's it, because that is actually a cluster of flowers if you break it down. I've left one out that was Not nearly as good as this one. Sorry, I must be lagging again. Okay, so there's that one, and then they've got another one. So it'd just be kind of a picture, go, oh, that's kind of cool, and then it tells you. Everything's telling you to adopt a dog. So that's the universe telling you you need to adopt a dog. Okay. These ones are kind of fun. This is a little more related to what you're doing. And this is taking a twist. This is a pretty nice way to do the title down in the bottom and stuff like that. And then it's even got the little things with the functions. But discover the pyramids. All right, that's the Louvre, by the way, in Paris. Those are the pyramids out front. So discover the pyramids. So it's a twist. It's a nice, I don't like the fonts that much. I think it dominates too much. I think it could be done more subtly and be a little more fun in that way, letting what's a strong picture take over. But then they've got, okay, look at that, they got Dubai. Reach the summit. So it's kind of got the mountain vibe. It's the birds shooting out above the clouds. So travel, express, let's go. Reach the summit is like you climb a mountain and you go to the top of the Burj Khalifa. Love the rush hour, okay, around the Colosseum. It's known for the traffic. You always see the pictures of the traffic going past the Colosseum in Rome. #1 visited place in 2019, so last time anybody measured, it was the most visited place in the world. But love the rush hour. I can see doing this differently. I mean, they at least do the same font and stuff. I'm not a fan of it. Okay, let's just see. Okay, these ones are kind of also, we're going Burger King again. And this is one that if you saw it now, it'd be a little weird, right? And you're like, okay, it's Burger King, but then it says feeling uncomfortable. Don't worry, this is 2019. And then, okay, but what it's telling you is that Burger King is very popular and you don't have to worry about it. And then the final line down here, so the poster slogan is feeling uncomfortable, ? And then for this specific one, don't worry, this is 2019. And it says order in the drive-through for contactless experience. Okay, so it's saying, yes, Burger King is popular and it's still popular and they've got the same food and you can get it with drive-through. I have a feeling like Europe doesn't do much drive-through, so maybe that's why there's a number of these ads. Okay, feeling uncomfortable, this is 2019. That actually looks like an airport one, I gotta be honest. Drive-through, okay. This is 2015, so it's even older. And these are, oh, okay. So this is, oh, there we go. It is an airport one. So this is Bucharest. This is Doha. Okay. This is Istanbul. This is from 2015. And so it is the poster slogan. It's like feeling uncomfortable, don't worry, this is ... This is Minsk in Russia. Okay, but it's also communicating, and these people, obviously, these faces, these people didn't get paid, so their faces have been blurred. They don't have permission to use their faces, but okay, getting to the story. Know the real price of art, okay? So this would just be a picture, know the real price of art. So this is leading us into reading the text. Terrorism is such a great curator. That's for this, okay? So this is the campaign, Know the Real Price of Art. This is this poster slogan, and it actually gets you to read more. That's the idea here, and to understand a little bit about this. This one, How Much for the Soul of the Nation? Okay. Know the Real Price of Art, 50 years of fight against illicit trafficking of cultural property. Okay. How do you erase a whole culture, piece by piece? And it's about stealing art. Okay. Oh, sorry, there's a couple more. Let's just see. Not that one. Oh, this was the other one. This is the Brazilian one. Okay. And there's Corcovado again. So this is clearly, and that's Cristo Redentor, which means Christ the Redeemer. And that's what he usually looks like. But the idea here is only half is it enough, Zaz, 100% internet for you. So this is a network with a 100% internet. So you don't get bad internet. Okay. This is Paris. Only half, not enough. And this is, in fact, in Portuguese. Yeah, I think it is in Portuguese. So it's probably a Brazilian company. And this is about internet speed. If you don't have internet speed, it's kind of like when I'm lagging on Zoom. Let's just look. Here's some UAE made ones. These ones, okay, these are drawn, not photographs. But this is obviously some new shoe out of China. I've never seen the ads before, but this is very much pointed at the UAE. So this is rack. You definitely know it's about the shoes and it's about going on an adventure, but then it's the confidence to be bold. Okay, that's the poster slogan. Okay, this is Dubai, base jumping. That's actually Jumeirah. If we're really looking at it, that building's in Jumeirah. Yeah, and it's actually such a manipulation because this should probably be the sea, because unless the sea is somehow behind us, which is impossible. Okay, but the confidence to be bold, sand surfing, so those are all. So this is trying to get you to buy these Chinese shoes. It's a pretty cool logo on the shoe because it's Dragon's Fire from China. And see there, you're on the sand, but it's also Dubai in the distance. I think this guy should cover his bald head. Just a thought. I've never seen this done like water skiing. All right, but this gives me the confidence to be bold. All right, check this one out. This one's a little too subtle for my taste. It's hard to predict who will appear when you go live. Okay, so this is actually from Cadillac, who make cars. Keep your eyes on the road. And then the poster slogan. And what you've got here, it's like you're going live. And apparently there's a trend, and I hope none of you do this, that people go live while they're driving. So this is the part of the poster that's really the most powerful, is this tiny little, so you got this flow, and it's a dude on a bike. Okay, so she's live for 17 viewers, and she's about to kill the guy on the bike because she's looking at us. She's looking at the live stream. Whoops, that's not it. Okay, wait. No. I thought I had the other ones. No. Ah, there's the next one. So live streaming, she's driving, you can see the motion behind. We're seeing the nice Cadillac car, though it's not specific. And this is a family with a baby. So while she's blowing kisses to 32 people, it's hard to predict who will appear when you go live. So I feel like this part needs to be bigger. I get that it's subtle. Maybe it gets me to look around more, but I would need, actually, when I first looked at it just visually, I didn't fully get this until I was reading the whole thing. Okay, and then here's the last one, which is this dude live streaming in his nice car. He's got all 25 people, and there's a kid with a scooter. This is one that's interesting because it's so weird. Okay, so this is a dude taking a pill, and this shows like pink. This is a pinball inside, and this is an ad for a nose spray because the poster slogan, as ugly as this thing is pills take time with nasal spray, unclog nose fast. Okay, so then it's a spray from GSK, big pharma. Okay, so, but this is all about the pill, and then it almost makes you look around, and the printing's so small that it's pills take time. All right. And then this next one, okay, and it's the same thing, pills take time. So this is a school teacher, and it's also the pinball inside because the pill's bouncing around, and it's got school books and things like that. Instead of in this one, you've got heart, liver, all those things, and he's got an action-oriented life and all that stuff. But here is pills take time, do a nasal spray. All right, so hopefully this stuff makes some sense to you guys now. Poster slogan is very, very important. I'm going to share one more with you, and this is a student product. And let me just, there it is, okay. Okay, so this is one done for this class. All right, so sorry, she needs a handle. But I remember when she first showed me these pictures. Now, number one, you can see she's pretty close to finished. She's done some nice things with it. I first looked at this picture and it's like, yeah, it's a nice family picture, but does it really work for this project and all that kind of stuff? And then when I saw it with this poster slogan, it all starts with the first step. That then makes the tracks in the sand that here's this place in the desert that does not have its own logo. Okay, Abu Dhabi, your extraordinary story. And it's like inviting you to go for an adventure into the desert. So this poster slogan works with this image, makes the image make sense. I like the image because there's less than a third that's sky, so this is all, so we got a nice horizon up here with the sand, and you can almost feel his indecision, but there's others that have gone before him. Does he follow? Does he take place? Well, it all starts with the first step, and I like this a lot, and I think it's a great example of a strong, we'll just go to there. Of a strong poster slogan. Okay, and I can open this in Acrobat because it's a PDF. So I'm hoping, and with the tape, you guys can look at it. I will post it to the teacher's instruction materials. I hope this makes sense. Before I stop, do you guys have any questions about poster slogans? Everybody comfortable with poster slogans?
No, sir, thank you.
Okay, so I'll stop the recording.